Welcome to this special live edition here as we enter into this full moon blood eclipse on PURIM. Now, I am not typically a celebrator of PURIM, though my middle name is Esther. Esther is one I very much like in the Bible because she called everyone to a new standard of living, and it was done easily. And it was maintained through a fast. And that is what I would like to invite you into this evening. As the sun sets, perhaps it's already set where you are. It's not too late. It's never too late. We're always right on time, aren't we? SuCiES is right on time too. She understands a little bit of these codes and vibrations and is here to bring you some tunes in. And I really want to encourage you as I bring in these new vibrations with SuCiES, our sound utilization chamber integrated energy system, that you definitely drink water to harness in these frequencies. And so 24-hour fast after listening to this transmission would be really great. I have some pre-selected codes that were given to me through downloads and friends and all that. We're going to play them tonight. But first I want to apologize. And I want to ask your forgiveness. For a long time, I hid. I hid in a cave, I hid behind a mask, I hid under a man, I hid, or I ran. I didn't want to face who I was being called to be. And I am called to speak my truth in such a time as this. And my truth is that I'm a happy scientist, and I love to help people heal, and I've been searching far and wide to try and find ways to make that happen. A long time ago, I was in the midst of things, and I searching for some answers. They're talking about answers. I'm gonna plug in that number for answers. 42. We're gonna plug in number 42 on this thing next. Right now, we're running an indigo program. Those right here, what you hear now is those codes coming in through a frequency generator to come in and bunch of different elements to her to help her program these codes. And you can do magnificent things with her. You can, this is lodestone that's getting charged up with that indigo frequency that's playing right now. And the indigo frequency, that's for all you indigo star seeds out there. Yeah, that's for all you indigo star seeds out there. So like I said, right now, I'm going to play the frequency for you of the answer, which is actually surprisingly, as the movie says, 42. I'm going to tell you a little story about Esther. And that is out of my book of Esther. Once upon a time, there was this woman. She decided that she was going to follow her dreams. They led her to some magnificent places. They led her to small communities, on desert roads, searching for the answer of who she was, because for her whole lifetime she knew she wasn't who they thought that she was. Motto was, just dance and it'll be okay. Everywhere I went to dance, there were interferences. There was this happening and that happening, and it set a code within my system of trauma and hurt and pain. And so with that code of trauma and hurt and pain, I walked around with it. Sometimes even being the very cause of others' hurt and trauma and pain. And I didn't like that code. So I kept searching, and I would get these messages and these images, and that would show me that it would be okay one day. One day we would set a new vibration. We would set a new vibration, and then we would be on a new way. We would take this vibration and we would build gardens, and we would vibrate the water, and we would send out new codes of resonance out into the vibrational field, and it would be great, and it would be wonderful. But all too often, I hid instead. Ran away, became a drunkard, a beggar, a whore, a coward, a fighter. I allowed myself to be abused. I abused others. All because of this code that others had set in me. One day, in my proverbial cave, I looked and I saw that oh, wow, I have the elements of this drawing. Let's put it together. Let's see what it does. Let's see if this can shock the waves out of the system. I realized that it was beginning to. People started responding to this new code. You could see weird spikes on the Schumann resonance, and people would ask, "What is it? What is it? What's this going on?" It feels like things are letting go. It feels like I'm detoxing, but it feels so lovely. That was the first code. Love. Began testing with other codes, began putting it out there, began seeing how people responded. We added prayers to it. It wasn't just me anymore, it became a we. Talks about, oh, wouldn't it be great if we added this? And oh, I can't wait to feel more of it. And we can feel more of it. We can actually, I want to invite you. To, as I take my mask off and come out and step into this world and step into this new vibration with SuCiES at my side, I want to invite you to do the same thing. I want to invite you to set a new vibration, to release the trauma. I have some stones and pendants you can buy, and they're set with the vibrational code. I'm starting to dip my paint brush in the water that's left over with the vibrations. There's water being vibrated in SuCiES. Sound and energy together with frequencies that are known to help heal. There's perfect opportunity, there's perfect alignment that happened. First we had this great planetary parade, and now we have this eclipse happening. And with the eclipse happening, with the eclipse happening, we can all take an opportunity to take our own masks off, to take our things that are holding us back, that can't let us be who we truly are. We're going to take them off and bring in this new code. Bring in this new vibration. I'm doing it at a very low hum right now to not overwhelm your system, but if I turn her up, it might shock you to your core. If you want shock to your core, please reach out to me, and I would love to help you shock all the negativity out and bring in a whole new resonance. We can even program some various different stones with her and wrap them up in some of the silver cording that is underneath there that I break down, and yeah, it has the codes written in it. I could do something really pretty like this. She's sitting in there right now. Isn't she beautiful? Nice red copper and silver. Ooh-wee. With vibrational codes of love and healing. Right now we just started one other code, and we're gonna run through a different kind of code right now, and it's one given to me by a very, very dear special friend of mine. Very dear special friend. I'll bring you up for a little closer look. You can actually hear the code. tumultuous right now, and that is okay. We are in some tumultuous times as we expand into this new code. Please center in. Take some nice deep breaths with me. In through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 7. And release out of your mouth slowly for a count of 8. This breath is called the gateway breath, and it will help you center in these new frequencies. Please remember to fast. Make yourself some structured water if you can, and drink that for the next 24 hours as we bring in these new vibrational codes. Now breathe with me. I release the mask of illness and pain. I release the mask of anger, vengeance, and unforgiveness. I release the mask of shame, guilt, and condemnation. I resonate in love. I resonate in unity. I resonate in new frequencies. I resonate in healing. What do you resonate in? What mask are you lifting? Lift off the masks and be our truest selves. Let the eclipse take the shadows of our past and bring them have disharmonic frequencies within our own body systems, it can be hard to take these frequencies into our realms. We can experience confusion. We don't understand what's going on, and I would love to help you understand. Please go to my website at Life Store Dance. There is a link in my profile here, and I would love to help you discover where these frequencies are causing a disturbance in your body, so we can help you come into an semblance with them. Life Store Advanced and Sheila-Esther Love are here to serve you with SuCiES. From this moment forward, we are entering into what I believe is a new timeline shift. I believe the old loopholes are breaking, and that we are stepping into a new systemic release. My intel points that we are at signs and times. There are many happenings. That this could be it could be, but I never really learned with anybody. Don't trust what they tell you about the signs and the times, but I feel as if we are in them.
your head